Let's just do one more to get that completing the square correct. Again, we're going to group our y values together, put everything else on the other side. Now, why did I do the y first? Because it's positive. Right? That standard form, you want that positive variable first, and that's going to be your transverse axis. So automatically you should know, transverse axis is going to be vertical. Right? So again, we need to factor out that 18. Factor out the negative 5, which makes that negative 6x. Now we're ready to complete the square. Half of 4 is 2 squared. 4 times that 18. 4 times that 18 is 72. Half of negative 6 is negative 3 squared, so that's 9 times that negative 5 is negative 45. Watch those signs. And then again, collecting like terms, adding that together, you're going to get 90. Last step is to get that term to be 1, so I'm dividing by 90. Those reduce. That reduces. And these are not pretty numbers, but that's okay. Most of real life is not pretty numbers. Okay, so we want the center. Again, x, y, hk, so that's 3, negative 2. So I want to go plus or minus the square root of 5. That's about 2 point something. So a little bit bigger than 2 in the y direction. Then the square root of 18. Well, that is 4 times 4 is 16, so that's 4 and a little bit more in the x direction. Then make your rectangle the best you can. Asymptotes, again, go through the corners and the center of the rectangle and beyond. We know that the y is positive, so my transverse axis is vertical, so that means those two are my vertices. And there's the graph. So let's do those vertices. I start from the center, and since I went up and down the square root of 18, those would be my vertices. Then my foci, I need c squared equals a squared plus b squared. So my foci, again, from my center, from the y value, I add and subtract that square root of 23. And then I need the asymptotes. So I have the y plus 2, not squared, equals plus or minus rise over run. The x minus 3, again, go back to there. Those are going to be those same values. And then we're going to go back and look, how far did I rise and run? Well, I went up, how far? The square root of 5. How far over did I go? The square root of 18, and again, plus or minus. And I know that's ugly, but you can leave it like that. Now let's go backwards. Find any equations given information, just like we did on the ellipse. And again, I'm a visual learner, so I'm going to kind of plot these points so I can see which way my hyperbola is going. So let's see, we have a focus at negative 2, positive 4, a center at 1, 4. So automatically, those are horizontal. So I know my x is going to come first, and my y is going to come second. Let's keep going. And I have a vertex at 0, 4. Okay, so remember, from the vertex, it kind of hugs its focus. That tells me it goes side to side. So I need a squared here and b squared here. Go back to the very first page of notes. A is the distance from the center to the vertex. So that's 1. So 1 squared is 1. B, don't have that, but we do have C. C is the distance from the focus to the center. That's C. How far is that? 3. So C squared is 9, A squared is 1. I have that relationship. So I know that's 8, that's 1. What's the center? Well, they told me that. So X, Y, HK. That's it. Don't make it more complicated. Let's look at this one. So they give me 2 vertices and a focus this time. So we have -4 and up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1 vertex. And -4, 1. That's another vertex. And that's my focus. So it kind of hugs my focus. These are all vertical. So automatically that tells me why my Y comes first. That's going to be my transverse axis, or what it's parallel to. But I need the center. Where's the center? Well, it's right in the middle of the 2 vertices. So I know my center, the x-coordinate, is -4, but if this is the value of 1 and this is 5, what is in the middle? 3. Be careful. This is x, this is y. So that's h, that's k. This number goes with the x, so minus a -4 and a -3. Remember those opposite values because of that y minus k and x minus h in the formula. So what else do I need? I need a squared and b squared. If this is the center, that's a. How far is that? 2. And then we have from the center to the focus is c. How far is that? 4. So again, using that relationship between A, B, and C, so let's see, A squared is 4, B squared is 12, found the center, that's it. Now the last example is a little bit trickier. Okay, given an asymptote. And yes, we have rise over run, but remember that's just a relationship between how far you went up and over. So let's look at this. We have 2 vertices at 1, -3, and 1, 1. What does that picture automatically tell you? It tells you transverse axis is in the y direction, so our y comes first. I need the center. Well, the center, let's see, if this is at 1 and this is at -3, my center should be right in the middle of that. So you can count spaces. There's 4 spaces, so half of that is 2. So my center is at 1, -1. And again, h, k, x, y. So h, k. What else do I need to know from this picture? I haven't used this yet. Hold on. From the center to the vertex, the distance is a. So I know a squared is, well, let's see, what's a? 2, so a squared is 4. So now all I need to know is what is b squared. And the only other information they've given me is that. Well, this kind of verifies my center matches. So that means the slope of the equation of the asymptote has a slope of 3/2. Well, you can tell I went I went only up 2. So that means I had to go up and over, so rise over run. Well, here I went up 2. I don't know how far I went over. That's b, and it's in the same proportion as that slope 3/2. Solving for b, and then I need to know what b squared is. So a little confusing. Again, that's just a ratio, as in like it could have been, let's say 6 over 4 plotting the points, but then someone reduced it. So that rise over run is in the same ratio as, in this case, A over B.